Handing over now to my friend and colleague, Gerard Anderson.
Good morning, John. How are you?
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, please don't.
What age are you?
I don't know. The birth certificate has never been found.
Cut your head off and count the rings. That's the way you do it.
When you get to be 41, John, you remember what it was like back in 1974. It's a time to look back. 40 is a milestone, but 41 is something different. 41 is 1 year ahead of when, the day comes. What am I trying to say?
I have no idea.
I don't know. It's very hard to articulate this kind of feeling that I have.
41.
When I was 40 last year, I thought it was traumatic, but this year is somewhat different. I've lost the novelty. It's worn off of being 40 now. I'm into my fifth decade. That's a difficult thing for me. And I know it must have been the same for you. I know you don't take rejection easily.
Do you find after a while, if you keep on lying to yourself, you actually believe it?
There comes a time in everyone's life, and sometimes it comes to people when they're 30. Sometimes it comes when they're 40. Sometimes it comes when they're 25. Sometimes it's there as soon as they become teenagers. Do you know that stage you reach when women don't see you? Do you know what I mean?
No.
No, you're going to do it. Of course, you wouldn't know.
No, women always see me.
You're not normal.
Women always see me.
No, do you know when you walk into a bakery?
They avoid me, but they see me.
No, they avoid you, of course. They avoid all of us. Yeah. But when you walk into a bakery and there's a young girl behind the counter, 21, 22, attractive girl, and she looks at you in that certain way. You know that she's noticed you and she's looking at it and she's saying, he's a bit of all right. They don't do that anymore. When you reach a certain stage, they look through you as if you're not there. Of course, they've always looked at you like that.
You say, I want 2 gravy rings and a flowery bap, and they say, yes, sir.
I like asking,
sir.
I like asking for, they call you sir.
Mm-hmm.
They say, you're hammered before you start.
I spell it C-U-R.
I like asking for a flowery bap because
flowery baps are good.
They think I'm a little racy.
There's nothing racy about flowery baps.
Speak for yourself.
Cream donuts are racy.
Speak for yourself. Cream donuts aren't racy.
Cream donuts are racy.
A flowery bap is racier than a cream donut, believe me.
I'm going to talk dirty. Current squares.
Go on.
Current squares.
Current squares. Oh, Paris bun.
Oh, no, not Paris buns. No, gravy rings.
Bye. Don't. Bye. Oh, God. Getting so risque.
Oh, the dead.
At Stars Day, of course. Good morning, this is Gerald Michael Anderson here. It's 26 minutes to 11 o'clock. If you want to contact this programme, the number is 08459 555 678, or alternatively, you can use the email contraption, which is jerry.anderson@bbc.co.uk. As Mr. Bennett rightly pointed out, today is my birthday. It's no special day to me. But thank you all very much for the cards you've sent me, many of which cards contain cheques, not for me personally, but for children in need. I'd like to thank all the people who sent in cheques. We asked people to give us a minimum of £10, but many of you have exceeded that, and the others, more mean, have just given us the 10. If you give us money in any form, anything over, including a tenner or over a tenner, you will be entitled to go into the hat for to get a number. Isn't that the way it works?
There's a man waiting to go out.
Oh, who's stopping him?
You.
Oh, is he on the line?
Yes.
Sorry. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Gerald. Happy birthday.
Thank you. It's a traumatic time for me.
Yes. The grey might just recede a little bit further.
No, it's not a question of that. It's a question of, it's psychological blow to me each year that clangs its ugly bell.
Yes, indeed.
But I'm not depressed. I'm happy because I know there's always tomorrow.
Indeed.
As Doris Day once sang before. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
Reason for calling. This time last year you were engrossed with little flying objects flying south called geese.
I need to be reminded about that. What was that again?
Yes, there was great topic of discussion about the geese flying south or north or whichever way they go this time of year.
Whichever way they go at this time of year. We talked about that. I showed a remarkable lack of knowledge on the subject, but, when has that ever stopped me talking before?
Yes, well, first report, flying over Port Rush this morning, 5 minutes past 7.
Really?
Indeed.
What kind of beast were these?
I don't know, but they were noisy.
Right. They always fly over my house,
Well,
I see you're stunned by that.
Yes.
No, but can I tell you why?
Well, it seems a 30-mile difference between my house and your house. I just wondered how they managed to do it at the same time.
No, they fly over my house. And I'll tell you why. Because are they geese or they swans? What are they?
Well, honestly, they were that high, I couldn't honestly tell you.
I call them honkers.
Well...
They go like that, go they...
Indeed, yes, they did.
They're kind of like...
Yes, and they were having a great discussion to each other.
That's a seal, isn't it?
Yes.
No, they honk away. No, they do fly directly over our house. Because I'll tell you why. Because where I live, there's a prominent geographical feature just beside.
Called the lake?
No, I live beside the water.
Yes.
And there's a little peninsula which sticks out, and it's very, very notable into Loch Foyle.
Correct.
And it's one of their landmarks. Because I discovered this from a man who knows these things. He told me that these geese have got a built-in navigation system which has been developed over millions of years. And they have all their landmarks. And when they go to wherever it is they're going, whether they're going north or south, they aim for certain spots. They go, there's a little peninsula down there, right, what's the next one? And they know exactly where they're going. They're plotting their course. And it's true, because I'm out with my quadruped on a regular basis, and I see them coming over, and I see them coming over this last few days.
Yep.
And they come over exactly the same place. They come right over that peninsula. Because I know that's why they're doing it, because they're saying, Jesus, boys, there's that peninsula down there, boys, we're not too far away now.
Indeed.
You see, and the next thing will be now Belfast Loch.
Aye.
But you see, that's what they do. And then maybe they look for Loch Ness after that, and they fly over that. Or they look for something like the Giant's Causeway. Or some geographically prominent feature, like a show band.
Indeed.
Travelling to Cork.
Oh.
Or something like that. Something that is perennial and that lasts all the time. Or George Jones making money.
Oh,
You see that?
Big Dipper.
Yeah, and there's George making money. Left here. And that's the way it goes. Anyway, I'm being horrible now, I know. And it's probably going very far away from the subject you want to talk about. But I know, I just feel strongly about that.
Indeed.
Yes.
Well, I thought I'd just let you know, Gerry.
Well, thank you very much for that.
You're so welcome.
Uh-huh. Good man, thank you.
And have a pleasant birthday, what is left of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Take care now, bye.
Bye. Of course, the clock went back last night, didn't it?
Nassie Kern, who's a taxi driver and listens to ski, celebrates his birthday today.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
There's another lady here's got her birthday today. I think it's
There's a man there with a prize.
Well, hold on a minute. I forgot all my emails. Gerry, would you do me a favour? Sorry, Mr. Coyle. I printed out all my emails upstairs and I left them in the machine.
Right.
But I wonder would Geraldine care to maybe perhaps... I don't like asking people going up the stairs. No way it is.
No, you don't like asking girls to go up the stairs. No. I know.
Because what if they say yes? Listen, did you see Parkinson last night? Did you see Richard Harris on?
Last night?
Yes.
Last night?
Yes. Oh, no,
What's he
Saturday.
doing on
Saturday.
Oh, Saturday?
Or it might have been last night, I don't know.
Was it last night?
It was last
What's he
night.
doing? Oh, was it a special show?
It was recorded in 1973.
Oh, right. I didn't see it, no.
It was very good. He was very nervous.
Right.
He was very nervous talking to Parkinson. Big star like that. Richard Harris, of course.
Who was nervous? Which one was nervous?
Richard Harris was nervous.
He was nervous?
Parkinson was fine.
Right.
Richard Harris was nervous and Parkinson was nobody. And Richard Harris was a huge world star and he was nervous talking to Parkinson. Just goes to show you the common touch and I liked him. He was very, very good. He read some beautiful poetry and he sang. He did everything. I was talking to a man the other day who was saying that Richard Harris was a great loss to the community because after all, didn't he do that wonderful song? What's the one he's going?
Well, didn't he do MacArthur Park?
MacArthur Park, yeah. MacArthur Park is falling. MacArthur Park is falling. I took the cake out in the rain. It's a shame I couldn't take it because it took so long to bake it. And we'll never have the recipe again.
The one I liked was How to Handle a Woman.
How to handle a woman.
Mark thee well.
Mark thee well.
I will tell thee, sir. How to handle a woman is to love her.
Simply love her. How to handle a woman? Simply love her.
There's a man with a...
Simply love her. Thank you for all the cards you've sent me, all the birthday cards. It's really quite moving, actually. And I'm not a person who is moved.
What about your flowers?
Someone sent me flowers this morning as well. I don't like to talk about that. I'm surprised that you brought it up. I don't know. It's an unknown admirer.
It was me?
No, it wasn't. No, somebody did. Whoever did send me flowers this morning, they were beautiful. I think they were hibiscuses. Someone left a cake out in the rain. We'll never have the recipe again. WD
Turn me
flex.
off. Right.
Okay,
yes,
right.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. John McManaman of Castlederg, we were talking on this programme the other day about something which should be a concern to everyone. Anyone out there who's like, 40 years old, like I am, 41, 42, you're probably looking towards the time when maybe you'll be incarcerated in an old people's home. And we were talking here the other day what it would be like, when people of our generation in another few years' time are finally locked away. And what we'll be singing around the piano. Because old people now, they have great things to sing, like, Daisy, Daisy, give me your... They can all great things to sing, and the bluebirds look over the white cliffs of Dover. But what are we going to sing, a honky-tonk woman? But anyway, a gentleman called John McMenamin is our resident poet from Castleterg, unpaid, of course. What is that?
Sorry, before you...
What a horrible noise in my ear. Don't do that again.
Before you go into your poem...
Yes, read it. Yeah.
Yes. There's something wrong with my headphones.
I know there is. You're in them.
Would you talk to the man who needs your help? Graham.
But I've just...
before you go into...
No, you don't understand the way this works.
I do.
You do the whole... I know you understand, but you don't seem to show any sign of it. See, what you do is you do the whole approach to the poem, and then you read the poem.
No, I tried to stop you before you approached.
But you failed, and I reached critical mass.
No, you didn't.
I reached the point where I was almost just about to read the poem, and you just...
What's the poem about?
It's about geriatrics.
That, right.
That's about what we're going to sing around the piano when we're old.
Well, it could just...
I have to carry on with this. I've already introduced it. Can't the man wait for 2 minutes? Or maybe he can't.
Every time you
Someone
play
left
you
the
tell
cake.
us the same story.
It's too... I'll never have the recipe again. It's too late to take the big... What? Good morning. What?
Peck? That was nearly Gregory Peck. No, not Gregory Peck. Gary.
No, what Gregory Peck?
No, Cooper. What do you call him?
Tommy Cooper?
Carrie. What do you call him?
Gary.
Not Gary Cooper.
Ah, for God's sake.
What do you call the other boy?
Is that you?
Carrie Cooper.
Is that you doing that?
Not Carrie Cooper. Carrie Grant.
There's a dog there. I can do Cary Grant.
Yeah, Carrie Grant. That's it.
I can do Cary Grant.
Yeah.
Is it a dog? Is that a dog? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, Geordie. Geordie, how...
Hold on. Here to get... Well, how long to get paid? 2-9.
2-9? What is 2-9?
I'll ask him when he comes back.
2-9.
Don't spook him.
Okay.
Sorry
Geordie.
about that, Jar.
Geordie, what were you calling Tiny there?
Huh?
What did you say to him there?
I said, Tiny, come on and get out here.
No, you didn't say Tiny. You said 2-9.
Huh?
You said something like, what did you say? Go on, call Tiny again. Just do a dummy run there.
I said, Tiny.
No, what did he say? He
I
said...
thought Geordie says 2-9.
No, we thought you said 2-9, which we thought was a rather odd pronunciation of Tiny.
No, it says Tiny.
Okay. Geordie, we've had a lot of people talking about you, and we haven't spoken to you for a little while.
Before I say on, Jerry,
Yes.
did you get me a bunch of flowers? Did you?
Oh, you thought they were from a girl.
Were they from you?
Did you get me a bunch of flowers?
Yes.
No.
Well, listen, about going to the pictures on
It's on
Thursday
your
night.
birthday, but I think, Jerry, dear, you're hitting near the 6-0 and you're hitting the 50.
Listen, about the reply to the flowers, about going to the pictures on Thursday night, just ignore that.
Right.
All right? No, I'm nowhere near that. You mean Bennett's age?
No,
Not at all.
Look, I seen you, Jerry.
What do you mean? Most people who see me say that I look younger than I am.
And do you know what was that in Red Cross box? I don't know why you give it away. You see that lovely painting of you?
Yes.
Framed and all.
I know.
You see if anything happened to you, if you took a qualm or anything,
I want you to
the old women over mad looking at that photograph of you.
I want you to promise me something.
Money, that.
I want you to promise me something.
What?
You have a painting of me.
Yes.
If anything ever happens for me, I want you to burn that. Because if you ever give that to somebody, people will think that's what I look like. And I don't want that kind of reputation.
Oh, well,
And the reason I gave it to you is because I thought it was an odd representation of myself.
Well, funny enough, I thought that too. It was a bit artificial.
As indeed are many of the broadcasters in Radio Ulster.
Wasn't it now?
Yes. I'm the only one who's not. I'm the only one who's genuine. I'm not like the others.
Well, before I go...
Listen, how did you... terrible storms last night.
Sure, we're gutted here to the Wellington Beach. And the scrap timber came in well with the council. I kept the 2 fires going. Oh, why?
Well, you need the 2 fires going on
I
a night
did,
like
yeah.
that.
One in the wee kitchen and warms the water and all in the old sitting room,
Do you know, a terrible thing happened to me yesterday. I was down in Dublin all weekend, you know, civilised, where nobody was throwing pipe bombs through people's windows or anything. And everybody just sitting, drinking, you know, and having a bit of, you know, I disapproved strongly of it. But I drove back up yesterday, and the weather was lovely until we got to the border. As soon as we got to the border, it started to rain. And I'm saying, is God trying to tell me something?
Well, now...
As soon as we got to the border, the weather turned stormy. It was lovely and sunny down in Dublin all
But you
day.
definitely are a real professional, like, at your job. You know, I have to give honours where honours due, like.
Well, what brings you to say that? What prompts you to say that after all this time?
What?
Why do you say this today? Does Mr. Coyle tell you to say that?
No, nobody... Look, Gerry, there's one thing, nobody tells me what to say or when to say.
I know, but I thought maybe Mr. Coyle might have suggested you to say something there.
Well, you see there, and what he sticks to you too now. He's your what you call your helping hand when you're stuck.
No, he's more of a hindrance, really.
No, he's not now.
All right, then. Okay, well,
But,
everyone sees him differently. I don't see him at all.
Before I go, Francie has an hour and a half. Now, we're not going to do that. You can get whoever you like for it. I'll not be doing but...
You won't be doing what?
Well, you reckon anyway?
You're not doing it?
No, I'll tell you what we will do.
What?
Francie has an hour and a half. We'll drop in and we'll have a £20... 20 from me and 20 from Francie Doyle.
Oh, no, I wouldn't take money off you.
Oh, no, it's not for you. It's for children in need.
All right, then, I'll take it then.
You know.
Okay,
But
right.
We'll...
Are you saying that...
Francie, yes, Francie has an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
The day that you're spending the rickety wheel.
Well, you see, we're spinning the rickety wheel. We haven't decided on a day yet, but we're trying to negotiate the spinnee, the person to spin it. You know, it may be a day that there may be a window in your diary, and you may be able to call up. Who knows?
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. We're calling up.
We might even spin the wheel. See, we may spin the wheel here. We may spin the wheel in Belfast.
That's not matter where you spin it. The wheel's a wheel.
Will you keep listening anyway? Listen, there's a man on the line here.
A wheel whoop. One spin for myself and one for Francie Doyle.
Well,
and whoever else is there, that you're big. You know whoever you get.
Yeah, the big name.
Yes.
Right. There's a man on the line there a moment ago. He said that he's got a donkey.
Yes.
That keeps eating the fence, and he wants to know.
Well, it's a wee bit bored, that's why.
Well, when I get bored, I don't eat the fence.
Well, I know, but a donkey would do that. Oh, sure, I've run into trouble with Billy, the old buck goat. Wee Belfast Jimmy was up resting, you know.
Yeah.
You know, my neighbour down over the narrow of the hill.
I know.
With a lovely garden, and there's nothing that will strip a tree of the bark as an old buck goat. You know, when he takes the bark off the tree, well, that tree's dead. Though they were nice enough about it, like, you know, they weren't nasty.
So the buck...
Geordie, your Billy's and over and they destroyed 3 trees.
Well, is that the tree finished once the billy goat gets at them?
Oh, yes, once he strips the bark.
Well, is the billy goat doing any kind of, you know...
Oh, yes, he had another one last week.
Any business?
Yes.
So how much is it now to cover a goat?
£3.50.
£3.50. I thought maybe there might have been a little... I thought there might have been inflation.
Hello.
Yes?
No.
I hope Geordie takes this the right way.
Well, let's try him in the sea.
There's no reflection on Geordie at all. But the spinnee...
The person who's spinning the rickety wheel thereafter known as the spinnee.
The spinnee wants to spin the wheel on his own and demands no help.
Oh, excuse me.
Because the spinnee says that the wheel belongs to him.
The spinney appears to be getting a little big for the spinny's
Well,
boots.
I can't see that in all honesty. I can't see how that rickety wheel belonged to him or whoever they are.
Well, you see, there are...
It was Gerry Anderson invented that spinning wheel.
No, see, there are people who have no... Well...
And Kelly stole it off him.
Well, you're getting warm. There are people...
I'm getting now onto this, Rick. And whoever that's powers to be, I don't know. I think he's a wee bit, or him or her. I think they're a wee bit... If it wasn't for Gerry Anderson, there'd be no call for him or her.
If it wasn't for me, there'd be many people in show business nowhere near where they are today.
Francie Doyle is looking one spin each when we call up to Derry Stoke City.
You look at Daniel O'Donnell. I made him, but he won't even invite me to his wedding.
You made him, Gerry.
They won't even invite me to his wedding.
You made him, and you made Charlie Lawns.
Charlie's all right. He's the best. Kelly is no...
No.
I made Kelly.
No. Oh, wasn't a good job. I didn't go that night, me and my wee left friend on till...
I'm glad.
What do you call it? The Rupo Hotel.
I know. I wouldn't even let a child in to see Roger Moore.
No. And before I go, Gerry, will you play something nice now? My wee daughter, Karen Albury, she's going for an operation, I think it's maybe Thursday.
Oh, dear.
To the Belfast Hospital.
All right.
And some wee nice bit. And a big thanks to 2 wee sisters comes down of a Saturday night and they bring the buns and cookies and stuff and they sit and have a bit of chat there from their friend.
All right, then, okay.
So, all right, Jerry.
Okay, and you keep the billy goat primed in case somebody comes along with £3.50.
Yes, and I'll listen to the day where you're spinning your rickety wheel wires in Belfast or where it is.
Okay, you don't mind those
No,
so-called glittering celebrities who
No,
claim
no,
ownership
no.
of something that isn't theirs?
Only one spin. I saw one spin for me and one for Francie Doy.
All right, that's
And
not
then
too...
we'll leave the whole lot of you see till get on with.
That's not too much to ask. I think that's a reasonable request from a civilised man, from a civilised background, not unlike these other high-flying...
Yes, and if they don't, whoever they are, I don't know. Oh, sure, Jerry did. I'm sure the country's gone pear-shaped.
It has indeed, yeah.
And I'm glad to hear your wee geese is coming over anyhow. There's not... Oh, when you're up there, well, I hope you're up in Stoke City. Do you know what I could be looking?
What?
Right, sit on big car of Francie. Got how, maybe 6 bags of turf. I can't buy turf here at a pound.
Do you want some bags of turf?
But you get it at a pound.
Oh, I might have to charge a little more. I have overheads.
But you get used. Now, I heard you one day.
I have overheads.
A man calls and he leaves a bag of turf for a pound.
Well, that was a while ago.
Why don't you...
Jerry, I can't get a bag of turf for a pound.
Geordie, excuse me, Geordie.
Yes,
Why
sir.
doesn't Gerry order 6 extra bags when the man calls and then and bring them up in here to Radio Foil, and then the day that you're up you can pick them up?
That's
So it's
right,
simple.
that's what I'm saying. On big car of Francie's on boot would hold at least 6 bags.
And I'm sure Geordie will give you back the £6, Jerry.
Oh, yes,
Not to worry
I'll
about
pay.
that.
I don't look, Sean. I don't want them for nothing.
Sure, I know that. That's what he's worried about.
That rickety wheel last year cost me £100.
But I can't get turf for a pound.
A
But
bag of
Jerry,
turf.
you are lucky.
Aye, £1 a bag. So you want 6 bags, Geordie?
6 bags,
Okay,
Sean.
All right, I'll make a note of that.
Yes.
Yes,
All right, then.
and I'll pay you, Jerry. Don't worry about
Oh,
that.
yeah, that'll be £6.
Yeah.
All right, then, thank you.
Okay. Bye now.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Deirdre wants you. That's...
Yes, Gerry?
Hello, Jerry. How you doing?
I'm all right, thanks.
Your man's talking there about getting goats primed. I never heard tell of that, but there used to be this old woman in my village where I lived, near Cookstown.
Mm-hmm.
And she used to have a bicycle, and she would ride through the bicycle with this tartan. Do you remember the old tartan shopping bags with the zips on them?
Yes, indeed, I do.
Well, she would have one of them clipped to the back of the bike, and inside the bag there'd be a turkey with the head sticking out.
Yes.
And it gobbling and squawking for all it was worth. And she's pedalling up the road with this turkey, and it going hell for leather. And she talked about going to get her turkey tramped.
Oh, yes. Oh,
And I
know.
wondered, did Geordie ever hear tell of getting his turkey tramped?
We've
Or had he ever any turkeys that needed tramping?
We have talked about turkeys being tramped in
Is
this
that right?
programme
Because I've
before.
never heard it before.
Oh, no. It's a well-known agricultural term.
Yes.
You've heard Philomena Begley's going to record a song. It's called The Turkey Tramp.
I know Philomena Begley very well.
Well, the turkey tramp is, well, you see, it's a delicate matter.
Does she, I wonder, does she have a turkey now? Does she keep turkeys?
Philomena Begley?
Aye.
I'm not sure. I haven't asked her. The last time I talked to her, we didn't discuss turkeys.
You didn't?
But she would know how to tramp a turkey.
Would she?
You see, tramping a turkey is how you get, well,
Baby turkeys.
exactly.
Turklets.
The turklets.
Aye.
Little turkeys. But see, the goat is a different matter. The goat has to be treated carefully.
Was it Patrick Kavanagh that said if you're going down the road and you meet a goat, tell it to kick for it instead of going to trouble or coming from it?
That's right. That's right. You like Patrick Kavanagh,
I do.
you? So do I.
Well, here, I'm ringing up to see, do you want a pot for your rickety wheel?
A what?
This is Deirdre the Potter from Cookstown. I just wanted to know, did you want
yes,
a wee
of
pot?
course we do, Deirdre. One of your handmade exclusive pots.
Of course.
We would love one.
Would you like another wee cottage, or will I do you something else?
Oh, I love to cut. Whatever you want. Whatever you think is appropriate, whatever you think is nice, whatever you think is worthwhile.
All right. Well, listen.
I leave it up to you.
The guy that's in it, you wouldn't have Richard Harris's version, his MacArthur Park, in your core there anywhere, would you?
Well, I've quoted the words quite often
It'd be lovely
today.
to hear the song.
It's there, it's in your core.
No, in all seriousness,
It's very long.
I know it is. I don't care. In all seriousness, I always admired Richard Harris greatly because he was more than he seemed to be. A lot of people thought he was just a rabble rouser. I met him a couple of times during the course of my long career, and
God. Do we have to listen to this?
I'm going to turn you off. And he was a fine writer and a fine poet and a fine singer and an even better actor. And he enjoyed a bit of a drink and he didn't like actors. That's enough for me.
And he wrote that song.
No, he didn't. Jim Webb wrote it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But I thought he wrote it.
Oh, no, he didn't write it. Oh, he's quite capable of it, but as far as I know, he
You
didn't.
see, my information then is wrong. I'll have to go back to it.
Oh, no, don't take what I say is correct. I assume that Jim Webb wrote it. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play it today, and
Right.
I'll check the details on the back of the CD.
That would be very helpful.
And I'll play it and I'll tell you who wrote it as well.
Right, well, listen, I'll be up in Derry at the craft fair at the end of the month.
Yes.
So if you send somebody down to pick up your pot, I'll have it ready for you.
All right, then. Hold on a minute now. That's maybe a little late for us. No, but I'll tell you what to do. Will you send us a little piece of paper telling us what you're going to do for us, and then maybe we could arrange for that person to pick it up with you later.
Right.
At the end of the month. See, as long as we can give somebody something that shows them they've won something. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
All the best, Gerry.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. I did so meet Richard Harris on a number of occasions.
Yeah, funny, I had never heard that all the time. I know you never once. I mean, and you love to drop names.
I'll drop something else in a minute.
I mean, we're browned off listening about Chris Christopherson and somebody, I don't know who
Clint
else.
Eastwood.
Jimmy Clitheroe and people like
Bob
that.
Dylan, Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laurel and Hardy. You know.
I never met Laurel Hardy.
But these are funny. All of a sudden, Richard Harris' name comes out now.
Buster Keaton and I were having a drink the other day, and he said to me, "Isn't it a shame about old Richard?"
Yes.
No, but Richard Harris. No, in all seriousness now. In all seriousness, the man is dead.
I know that, but why did we not hear about you and him being such good friends before? That's all I'm saying.
Because he didn't die. Is that a simple enough answer for you?
Sure, neither has Chris Christopherson.
He's not dead yet.
I know, but you talk about him.
Give him time. We'll all go eventually, Sean. The Grim Reaper comes to us all. None of us escape. You realise that.
Do you know that Friday night was a first for us?
Do you know? What?
The first for me and you.
What was it?
Friday night.
Yeah, we went to see Brian Kennedy on Friday night.
We went out. We nearly went out together.
No, we weren't in the same row.
No, but what's to say? We came close.
You were 2 rows. No, you're 1 row ahead of me.
Yes, you
Well,
wouldn't
that's the
sit in
nearest
same
we've ever
row.
been.
That's right.
We've gone out together.
You wouldn't sit in the same row as me.
Certainly not.
No.
People might see us.
That's right. You sat behind us.
Brian Kennedy was good, wasn't he?
It was excellent.
We went to see him. Of course, you went to see him too.
Yes, we went out. Yeah. We almost went together.
I know, but not quite.
Not quite. No.
Gerald McCluskey.
There's a man.
I know. Gerald McCluskey, it's his birthday today as well. Happy birthday to you, Gerald. And us old Scorpios must stick together. Us old crabs.
Yes.
His wife Kim.
Were you catching it?
His wife Kim and the kids say happy birthday to Gerald McCluskey on his birthday. And also Helen McDermott's 13 today. Happy birthday to her from Bria. And also John Joe McGuigan of Draperstown. It's his birthday today from Bria as well. Bria seems to know everybody's got a birthday today. I'm not going out tonight, actually.
There was a call from all at the
I'm
golf
too busy to
club
go
in
out tonight.
Ardglass.
Yes?
They wish you a happy birthday.
From
all
Ardglass?
all the members of Ardglass Golf Club. wish
Jerry
you a
Kelly's the captain there.
Passed.
Must be a practical joke.
Passed.
Oh, they
Captain.
throw him out.
No, he only gets a year. He does a year.
He should have got more than that. Am I never going to get reading this
There's a
poem?
man.
Ah, to hell with him.
No.
What's wrong with this thing here?
Yeah.
Sorry?
What is that? 008. What?
Yes.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello. Sorry, that's it. Sorry about that. Here's a number of emails. Tony Patterson says, can you please tell me how I can get a number for the rickety wheels? I hear you talking about it every day. I'd like a number. That's from Anne Shaw, in Ballynahinch. Well, the reason how you get a rickety wheel number is you send me a letter. And what are you doing?
What do you say?
There's something wrong with my ears. Are you
There's something wrong with my ears. I complained about my ear at the start. There's a man on 2 and he's waiting and waiting and waiting.
Right, okay. I'm just saying that how you get a rickety wheel number is what you do is you write us a letter. You write to Gerry Anderson, care of BBC Radio 4, Derry Stoke Londonderry, and you have to send us a donation of at least a tenner. And then we will put you in the hat, and then you'll probably get a number. But then again, you might not. But you're in with a shout, and anyway, the donation is going to children in need, which is the main thing anyway. My ears are pinking.
Mine, you have no idea what I'm going
What's
through.
going on here?
It's
It's as if the whole system.
and you make the checks out to children in need.
You make the checks out to children in need. Yes.
Right.
A man phoned in
All
to
right,
say,
Molly.
would you finish the Daniel O'Donnell story that you started on,
Right.
or the helicopter story on Daniel O'Donnell's show on Friday night? But Daniel cut you off, apparently. Daniel wouldn't let you finish it.
Okay.
I didn't see you on Friday night. 'Cause I was-
Daniel's a wee puke.
Well, Charlie,
Right.
He really is. I didn't see that on Friday night either.
Right.
Well,
I don't know what I was doing. I don't
You
know
were
what I was talking.
apparently
All right,
you were
then.
apparently pushed out of a
Bye.
helicopter. You were telling the story.
Yeah, but
And
you're-
Daniel said it must have been somebody that really liked you, or it must have been a friend of yours. You were pushed out of a helicopter without a parachute. What
That's
did
what
you-
he said. He must have
No,
added
you
that.
said that.
But I don't know. And listen.
You
and
were the person that was pushed out of the helicopter.
Yes, I was,
What's
yeah.
the story?
It was for children in need. And they
Right.
said they pushed me out of a helicopter. But I don't know what I've told on TV. You see,
Well, the man wants to know, how did it all end?
but I don't even know how it started. How can I tell him how it ended if I don't know how it started? And another thing, I think I'm making a mistake by supporting Daniel because he seems to not appreciate it. And a number of listeners have noticed this. Neil writes to me and he said, "Why lower yourself to appear on Little Daniel's show? Surely you're better than that."
Oh.
Eh?
Right.
But I have to say I'm very dissatisfied at the way Daniel has turned on me. And indeed has tried to belittle me in front of the nation's viewers.
I believe he's been quite successful at that.
I know, but I just don't like the way because you see...
He made fun of your suit one night.
Yes, he did that.
Yes. And now he cut you off before you came to the punchline of the story.
Yes, he did, and that's as unforgivable. I mean, you do that all the time, and you know how much I hate that. Now, he's doing it.
There's a call on one for you.
I don't want to take any more calls.
Yes, this girl said that you made fun of her name.
Oh, great. What's her name? Hello, what's your name?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Are you Gerry Anderson?
I'm afraid so.
God, so am I. Well, I tell you, I have a few issues to take up with you.
Yes?
The first one is, well, happy birthday. And I just hope that this birthday of yours will make you a more pleasant person to your audience.
Yes.
Because my name is Dimpna. Now, you maligned the name Dimpna some time ago. Do you remember that?
Yes.
The greatest saint in the Catholic Church?
Saint Dimpna.
Yes. Do you
Yeah.
not know that? And mind you, you're supposed to be a very knowledge person.
I worship at the very feet of Saint Dimpna.
God forgive it. Well, you maligned that name. And secondly, I'm a hairdresser, or was, past
Yes.
tense, and I taught it. And I was at university too, you know.
I'm not surprised.
So hairdressers are not all stupid.
I never suggested that.
Yes, you certainly did.
I never suggested...
Well, let me tell you how you suggested that.
I'll tell you... Okay, go ahead. You go
Paul
first.
Stafford phoned you in one day about some photograph that Gerry Kelly had taken of you,
Yes.
looking at somebody's ass. But anyway, that's beside the point.
Yes.
Paul Stafford happened to mention this to you.
Yes.
And you said, after he replaced the receiver, you said to your sidekick, "My God, even hairdressers know when I photographs on television." As if
really
to
say
say
that?
hairdressers know bloody nothing anyway.
I've never... As a matter of fact, I have to tell you now that I defended hairdressers in this very building.
Did you?
Yes, I did. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you a story. There's a gentleman visited this establishment one day, and he's a very well-known gentleman. I won't tell you who he was.
Right?
And I was talking to him, and I was having a personal conversation with him, and he'd met this young lady,
Right.
and he was quite taken with her.
Really?
I said, "She's lovely." And I said, "Is she really?" And I said, "What's her name?" He told me her name, and I knew who he was talking about.
Yeah.
And he says, "But I don't think I'll go out with her." And I said, "Why not?" He said, "Are you listening for this?"
I certainly am.
He said, "She's only a hairdresser."
Yeah. So that's where you stole his line then, did
No,
you?
and I said to him, I turned around and I turned around to him, I turned around to him and I turned around to him and I said, "Only a hairdresser," I said. "How dare you?" I said. "How dare you?" I turned around and I just give him the full, I turned around to him and I said, "Only a hairdresser. What are you? Hairdressers are wonderful people who contribute a lot to society, and the same as you. You're no better, no worse, just because you're a glitting celebrity." And I gave it him, I gave it him full barrels.
Well, listen, Gerry.
And I defended your race.
I would believe you.
I did.
Thousands wouldn't,
I
but I
believe-
would try to believe you
I
because it's your
defended you.
birthday. And you will have to start being nicer, really, to the public, because
Well-
you give people some bloody hassle, like you really do.
Well, you see, now
And
that
like
I'm...
your Derry stroke London Derry up there and all that jazz, and you know you're giving poor old Daniel a hell of a time, and you know let's stick together on this issue of Northern Ireland anyway. Do you know?
Let's
You know
stick
what I'm
together.
getting at now? You know the hidden agenda here.
Let's stick together.
Yes.
Listen.
Them not together. Goodbye. Nice talking to you, Gerry. Keep up the good work. Bye.
Bye. Let's stick together.
Together we'll stand.